Hi, I'm Robin Gilthorpe, I'm CEO of Terracotta, and I'm going to be talking to you today about what I see happening in 2013. So the first thing we're seeing is that big data has to be fast data. The data volumes that we're seeing are absolutely incredible. By now, 2.5 zettabytes a day, which is approximately the same amount of data as was produced in all of 2008. But without being able to act on that data rapidly, you lose the opportunity to extract the full value of it. The second thing we're seeing is the rise of the hybrid cloud. By that I mean that the SaaS providers have been incredibly successful in proliferating in enterprises. But the reality is that it's very hard to find any enterprise that has either a single SaaS provider for all of its technology, or indeed gets all of its technology and application needs from SaaS providers alone. The reality is that people have in-house applications and then often multiple SaaS providers. We see this in our own business. The challenge is that in order to be able to extract real value, most of the high-value processes and most of the high-value insights come from the read across various SaaS providers, or indeed between SaaS providers and in-house applications. Third thing we're seeing is that CIOs and CMOs are going to get a lot closer. Now, culturally you might not assume that that's the most natural pair of buddies in the executive suite, but marketing and technology are going to be inextricably linked, probably for the next decade. Gartner quite recently identified that marketing spend on technology is actually going to surpass CIO spend on technology by 2017. Our next point is that the Internet of Things really crosses the chasm. That's going to be true not just in the home, where items like the Nest thermostat are joined by Twine and so on, and then supercharged by the reach of mobile app platforms, but also in the world of industry, where ecosystems and entire value chains are created. What we're able to do there is to join up the Internet of Ideas, the classic Internet, with the Internet of Things, the physical world. Bringing those two together really enables us to address some of the most pressing challenges that the world community has to deal with. But the final trend we're seeing is that social just becomes part of life's fabric. In a very analogous manner to what we've seen with e-business, where initially e-business was regarded as so separate and different from the general flow of business that it needed a dedicated organization. Social has really focused in its initial development on separate platforms. I think that goes away. I think you find social being embedded into every application, every process, every department, and just the natural fabric of life. All of these trends taken together point to a great future for Terracotta and, more importantly, for Terracotta's customers. Each of them is both driving and taking advantage of this enormous explosion in data. And indeed, many of them really benefit from that compression in timeframes in order to take advantage of the opportunities that are presented in this new world.